Art is so challenging. If you let it be challenging, it can be one of the most invigorating things to ever get involved with. I could imagine doing, a concert in which each piece is an instrument. And I can imagine listening to that concert as if this whole collection was making music, or if this whole collection was a movie.
And it can
And it's
sing.
something that I've always wanted, I've always wanted to do. Well, I don't think I could not collect. In fact, we were collectors before we were buyers. My introduction, particularly to Ed Ruscha, was through his books. I remember distinctly walking by the Pickwick bookstore in Hollywood. Electrical was the first drawing that we bought, first gunpowder drawing. Los Angeles at this moment in time was not a beautiful place by any means. What's interesting is that from the outside it was dangerous, it was really dirty, it was all falling
really
apart.
dirty and really deteriorated.
Really deteriorated. My favorite memories are when we would hang out with friends, like on a Sunday morning. The social aspect of what we were doing fed into the visual aspect of what we were doing. But you had the sense that behind every door, there was some interesting artist
Something
working.
amazing.
What I look for in artists, frankly, is not just the product. It's actually quite easy to get seduced by a product. On the other hand, if what you're looking for are a set of ideas, a philosophical approach to the world, that gets you really, really stimulated. For an architect, two-point perspective is just like nectar. The standard station screen print, it is the definition of timeless. I love to just kind of get my nose right up next to a beautiful silk screen because you can see how it's made, and you can see the layers, and you can see the care. I see that in Ruscha's graphite tape drawings. You see the cut of the mask on Wavy Robot. Those are the kinds of things that I just think are so critical to the appreciation of the work. I like things that are slightly off-center. Now that could be a reaction to the fact the other part of my life is so focused and so pointed toward building and resolution. Life is more like an off-center love story than it is like a straight-ahead, expectable narrative. Much of the art is like that. With two exceptions, the Celmins and the Judds bring you back to a contemplative center.
The geometry of it and the muscularity of the artwork is very interesting, but there's this other strain. The Gursky, which has such soft, subtle qualities to it.
The Gursky and the Thomas Desmond, those are pieces that I find myself literally participating in. That's a sign of something incredibly powerful. If you feel like you're a participant and not just an observer, my gosh, you've taken away that invisible wall between the observer and the artist. Hugely important.